Welcome guys to Discover Malacca. My group and I will present to you the information and show you the fantasy of Malacca. Hope you can get to know Malacca better through this video. Malacca is located on the western coast of the peninsula of Malaysia. It is situated about 148 kilometers south of Kuala Lumpur, the capital city of Malaysia. Malacca is a state in Malaysia and is one of the 13 states that make up the country. In terms of districts, Malacca is divided into three main districts: Central Malacca, Lower Gajah, and Jasing. There are some common floral species found in Malacca, include ramin trees, pentago trees, banyan trees, moranti trees, and mangrove trees. As for fauna, while the state's natural habitats have diminished, there are still various animal species can found, including long-tailed macaques, monitor lizard, Malayan water monitor, bats, and various species of birds. It's important to note that the specific flora and fauna species found in Malacca may vary depending on the conservation efforts, environmental conditions, and the other factors.
For the Malacca history, the founder of Malacca was King Paramisra. He is the prince who left Sriwijaya Palembang in 1396 to deal with the enemy Majapahit. According to the popular legend, Paramisra was residing under a Malacca tree, and one of his dogs cornered a mouse deer. In self-defense, the mouse deer kicked the dog into the river. Impressed by the courage of the mouse deer, Paramisra decided to build an empire where he sat, and he named it Malacca, after the tree that recited below. The one in the middle of the state in bloom, the tree is the Malacca tree. For the prosperity of Malacca attracted the invasion of the Kingdom of Siam from 1446 to 1456. Prime Minister Tung tried to resist. At this time, the development of the relationship with the Ming dynasty was a strategic decision to resist the attack of Siam. Due to its superior geographical location, Malaysia became an important outpost for Zhenghe's voyages to the west. According to Malay historical records, Princess Hendipo of the Ming dynasty arrived in Malaysia with 500 entourages and married Sultan Masood. However, there is no record of a princess married in the Ming dynasty, so the true identity of Princess Hendipo is still widely debated. Is 500 flowers intermarried with the local and settled in Bukit Sina, literally translated as Tangren Mountain, also known as Sambal Mountain. Their descendants are called Baba for men and Nyaya for women, and they spread to all parts of the country. Penang and Singapore have the most
Hello
Nyaya.
guys, my name is Peter. So now please let me introduce about the formation part. The formation of Malacca can be traced back to the 15th century when it was established as a sultanate and later developed into a powerful trading port. The formation of Malacca marked a significant chapter in the history of Southeast Asia and had a profound impact on regional trade, culture, and politics. The city's legacy can still be seen today in its rich multicultural heritage and historic landmarks.
Hello everyone, my name is Chen Zhaoyang. Now we are talking about etymology. First of all, etymology is the history of a word shown by tracing its development and relationship. Malacca is in the southern part of Malay Peninsula, and ancient name of Malacca is Majaka. The founder of Majaka was King Bremisula. He was a princess who left the pearl of Sanfordshire in 1396 to deal with his enemy to Machuburi Kingdom. According to Malay history, Bremisula was resting under a tree while hunting when one of his dogs concerned a mouse deer. Impressed by the courage of the mouse deer, Bremisula decided to build an empire where he was sitting. He named the place Malacca after a tree he was resting under.
Hi everyone, I'm Wang Ruixiang, and now I will talk about the flag and the symbol. And part 1 is flag. The official explanation of Malacca government states that the colors red, white, blue, and yellow are those of the federal flag or Malaysian flag. signifying that Malacca is a member state of Malaysia. The new moon and the pentagram signify Islam, which is the state's and federation's official religion. And part 2 is Swambo, dropping the Malacca's flag's colors to signify that Malacca is members of federation. Islam is represented by the moon and stars. The 5 daggers represent the 5 legendary warriors of prehistoric Malacca. The Malacca tree represents where the state's name came from. The first monarch was led to pick this location to establish a city by 2 mice and a deer as a tribute to this animal. The state's name appears in the rabbin statues and the frieze. Unity is strangers. It's written on both sides. And next, I will pass to another member.
Hello. For the local cuisine, there are many delicacies of Malacca, since it is a multicultural and culturally rich place. A few popular dishes I will mention, which I wrote about, are the Nyonya Laksa, Asam Pedas, Chicken Pongte, Paiti, Sate Chilap, and Chendol. The most recommended or the most famous ones are the Nyonya Laksa because it shares a rich heritage with the Baba Nyonya people. It has many noodles with a coconut-based broth, which is quite loved by the locals and by visitors as well. And for the chendol, it is actually a Malaysian dish, but the one in Malacca is quite famous due to it being very sweet and very refreshing because Malacca is a place to visit during the day, and it's quite hot in Malacca or in Malaysia in general for foreign visitors. So a chendol drink, it comes in a cup or in a glass, will refresh you all the way. The other ones are quite culturally rich as well, such as most of them are street food stands and small snacks. Thank you.
From the visit to Malacca Park, I felt the historical and cultural heritage of Malaysia and the beautiful historical buildings. It also made me feel that different countries have different cultural heritage. Malacca is a beautiful city. The local parks are warm and friendly. They introduced me to their traditional habits and folk culture, which made me understand the richness and the diversity of this culture.
For my part, it's about the Malacca local attractions. The first I want to introduce is the State Post Church. The Post Church is built in the 1521 and is located in the Post Hill, and now it's also a part of the Malacca Museum. The next I want to introduce is the Joker Street. It's the most popular place in the Malacca. So it's a local attraction that all the tourism they like to go. There have a lot of food and historical landmarks and the street cafes, local restaurant. So there is a street where you can experience the Malacca culture. So the last is the Church of St. Francis Xavier Malacca. It's a church in the Malacca city. The church was built in the 1849 on the site of the old Portuguese church by a French priest. So the name is Father Favi. The church is a twin-spirited structure. It is believed that the church was modeled after the Cathedral of the Peter in southern France.